Hello everyone. Today we'll discuss on the topic suspension, remission and commutation of sentence, which is discussed under chapter 34 from section 472 to 477 of the BNSS. Now before we go into discussing this small subtopic, let us first try to understand the meaning of these certain terms which we will come across while we are dealing with these sections. The first one is pardon. Now, we all know that pardon is granted by the president and the governor of a state under Article 72 and under Article 161 of the Constitution. Pardon also means it removes both the sentence and the conviction. The next word which we need to understand here is commutation. Commutation, it reduces the period of sentence and changes its nature. Like, for example, let's see how the nature of the sentence changes. Death sentence is commuted to life imprisonment. Rigorous imprisonment commuted to simple imprisonment. Simple imprisonment is commuted to fine. Then we'll move on to the next word, that is remission. Remission, it only reduces the sentence but does not erase the conviction. Let's say, for example, suppose a prisoner is sentenced to 10 years in prison for a crime. Due to good behavior and participation in the rehabilitation progress, the government decides to grant 2 years of remission. As a result, the prisoner serves only 8 years instead of the full 10 years period. Then we'll move on to the next word, that is suspension or reprieve, which means that stay of the execution of the sentence. And the last word which we will discuss here is respite. Respite refers to the temporary postponement or reduction of a punishment, usually granted due to special circumstances such as maybe illness, pregnancy, or disability. Unlike a pardon, a respite does not remove the conviction, but it only provides a temporary relief from the sentence. Now let's move to the first section here, that is section 472, which talks about mercy petition in death sentence cases. Now, this is a new provision altogether, which is included in the BNSS. We didn't have this provision under the Criminal Procedure Code of 1973. Now, section 472, it outlines the procedure for filing mercy petition in cases where a convict has been sentenced to death. This provision, it allows the convict, their legal heirs, or any other relative to seek clemency from the President of India or the governor of the respective states. If you look at this section 472, it has 8 subsections. Let's discuss each subsection in detail. The first subsection talks about the eligibility to file mercy petition. The convict under a death sentence, he or his legal heirs or any other relative may file a mercy petition before the president under Article 72 of the Constitution or before the governor of a state under Article 161 of the Constitution. Now, the second one is time frame for submission. The petition must be filed within 30 days from the date on which the superintendent of jail informs the convict about the dismissal of his appeal or her appeal, review, a special leave to appeal to Supreme Court, or the confirmation of the death sentence by the High Court, and of the time allowed to file an appeal or special leave to the Supreme Court expires. Third one, sequential filing. Initially, the petition may be made to the governor, and when it is rejected by the governor or disposed of by the governor, The petition may be made to the President within a period of 60 days from the date of rejection or disposal by the Governor of the state. The fourth point is about procedure upon filing. The superintendent of the jail must ensure that every convict in jail files the mercy petition within 60 days. And if there are more than one convict, then the other convicts, if they do not file, the superintendent should send the details to the central government or to the state government for consideration along with the other convicts who had filed the mercy petition. The fifth subsection here talks about the governor's role. Now, here the governor, upon receiving the mercy petition, the central government seeks comments from the state government, considers the petition along with the case records, and makes recommendations to the president within a period of 60 days from receiving the state government's comments and records from the superintendent of jail. The sixth subsection talks about the final decision of the mercy petition. The president considers the mercy petition and decides on the mercy petition. If there are multiple convicts in a case, the petitions are decided together in the interest of justice. It cannot be taken as individual convict, but if there are multiple convicts in the case, then it must be decided together. The seventh one, communication of decision. The president here, upon receiving the order on the mercy petition, the central government must communicate the decision to the Home Department of the state government and the superintendent of the jail within 48 hours of the order. Finality of decision. No appeal shall lie in any court against the order of the president or the governor which is made under Article 72 of the Constitution or Article 161, and such orders are final, and the process of arriving at the decision by the president or the governor shall not be inquired into by any court.